Hey guys, I figured I'd do another video because I'm in day 4 of quarantine, and I make interesting company for myself. So yeah, I said fuck it, I'm gonna make another video. I think I told some of you guys I had a really weird dream about the angel of death and my buddy Wologi at work, and so I'm gonna relate that dream to you. So first off, for those of you who don't know, this is my buddy Wologi. He has this way of speaking and writing that is uniquely his own. I call it Wologi. If you saw it on Facebook is where you'd see his writing. It is like somebody gave a patient with a brain injury some Ritalin and some acid and set them loose on social media. In person, it's much less than that. But my buddy Wologi, one of the nicest people I know, he's got a big heart, and he's giant, by the way. And I say that because I'm a rather large man myself. But when I stand next to Wologi, he is ginormous. So he's a big man. So that's going to play into this thing a little bit. So anyhow, I'm having a dream the other night. Dreams are really fucking weird. Sometimes you're in the dream and you know you're dreaming and you can't get out of it. But it's strange. And, you spend the rules of reality sometimes. So anyhow, in my dream, I had realized that all day the angel of death, had been chasing me around, and I was tired and I went to my bedroom, which isn't my current bedroom, but it's a bedroom that I was in, and it felt like my bedroom. See, you get where I'm going with this thing, how dreams can be weird. But so I go to sleep in my bedroom, right? And I'm exhausted because angel of death has been chasing me all day long. So I'm sleeping in my dream. Weird, but roll with me on this. I'm sleeping in my dream and I wake up and I look over and I'm like, the angel of death is in the doorway. And the angel of death can't be more than like 5 feet, 6 feet away from me, right? And I'm terrified. And so I look to the end of my bed, and Wologi, well, he had his back to me, so maybe like Wologi, is sitting in a chair at the end of my bed. Don't ask me why he's in my bedroom. I have no fucking idea why he's in my bedroom. But I got to be honest with you, at that moment, I was so happy to see Wologi. So, but in my dream, he was Dan. I don't know why that is, because his name isn't Dan. It's Mike. But again, let's roll with it. So I literally spring out of bed, which there's no way I could spring like that because I'm a fat ass. But I spring out of bed and I come over and I just wrap my arms around Wologi. Okay, Wologi. And he's like, hey, Tim, what's up? And now he's not speaking Wologi, or maybe I'm just translating it very well. And I'm like, the angel of death is over here. And, he looks over and he's calm as a cucumber. And he's like, I know, Tim. I know the angel of death is over there. And I'm like, how the fuck is he not freaking out that the angel of death is like 10 feet from us? And I'm bear hugging him at the moment. He doesn't seem to really mind that. And I'm like, what are we going to do? And he's like, well, the angel of death's been over there the entire time you've been sleeping. And I'm like, yes. And he's like, Wologi's like, yes, and I've been protecting you. And I'm like, and now I'm really not letting go because this big giant of a man with the, big heart is taking care of me. So he's like, but he wants me kind of like unleash him, right? So he's like, well, why don't you go back to bed? And now realize that I'm 10 feet away from the angel of death. But if I go back to bed, I'm probably like 5, 6 feet away from the angel of death, and I'm not happy. And granted, cartoon looking, but still freaking me the fuck out. So I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, really? You just need to go back, lay down, and I'll watch you. I'll protect you from the angel of death. So I'm not happy about this, but he's like, like shoo away, right? Wologi. And I go back and I lay down in bed, right? But now I'm fucking terrified at the moment, right? So, and this is where this kind of gets a little embarrassing. I say to him, I'm like, Dan, again, he was Dan in my video, in my dream, I don't know why, but I'm like, Dan, will you come sit on the bed with me? And he just looks at me, he's like, sure, Tim, I'll come sit with you. And I'm like, okay, I really appreciate it because I'm terrified. So he comes over and sits there, and we're laying there, and he says to me, hey, do you ever like to sprinkle bacon grease on your eggs? Now, in normal conversation, this is kind of weird. Why would you flip to that? But again, this is a dream, so I didn't miss a beat. I was like, yeah, my mom used to sprinkle bacon grease on my eggs when I was a child. So I like that. And he's like, all excited about it. He's like, well, let me tell you something. I like to sprinkle bacon grease on my eggs and my hash browns when I'm having breakfast. We call that sawdusting your eggs. Now, I don't know what the fuck that means. Because I went online and checked after I woke up, and there's no such thing as sawdusting your eggs. But yeah, that was the breaking point in the dream where I woke up and I flew out of bed. I didn't really fly out of bed. I just kind of like rolled out of bed really hard and landed on the floor because I was terrified, because I did not want this motherfucker to be in my room. And it probably would have been embarrassing if he was in my room. But I just wanted to share that dream with you. Hopefully you guys aren't having dreams like that. But I have a lot of weird fucking dreams. So I think the video is going long enough. And I'll talk to you later. I hope you guys are all having a great day. This is day 4 of quarantine. God only fucking knows what I'm going to be recording when we're into like day 22. It's going to get fucking weird. That's all I can promise you.